talking about the ODSP application. The ODSP application is an application for the Ontario Disability Support Program. You can apply to it if you are under the age of 65, and if you have a disability that affects you on a daily basis and requires you to stay home rather than to be working. If you find that your illness or disability keeps you from working a job or a full-time job, then you may look to applying for ODSP. This workshop focuses primarily on those who are applying for ODSP who do not receive Ontario Works or life stabilization, as I believe it's called. If you are receiving Ontario Works as a form of support, then you would contact your worker for an ODSP application. And that is a bit of a quicker route. But this is if you do work right now or have worked up until quite recently and have other sources of income. So if you had a partner that worked or anything where you are receiving an income and not receiving Ontario Works, then you would have to apply for ODSP by verifying your income first, because there are two steps. There's the eligibility through for your income. So if you have a lower income, then you may be eligible for ODSP. And then it's sort of a screening process where if you're eligible based on your income, then you're eligible to apply for ODSP based on your disability. So this is assessing your eligibility, just the initial income eligibility. So we're going to go through it. So before you're able to receive an ODSP application, the actual physical application, you must prove that you're financially eligible. If you receive Ontario Works, like I said, then you're automatically financially eligible and you may request an application from your Ontario Works worker. So you can call them or you can email them and you can say that you would like to apply for ODSP and may you have an application, and they will send you one and it will be just your application. This is an application just for you with a number on it that's just yours. And that is the only time that you can fill out an ODSP application. You can't get one from the internet. They're not available to pick up. This is yours and it's just for you. So they will send it to you. If you have a different source of income, this is what we're looking at. If you own your own business, if you have a partner that has an income, if you're caring for children and you live on your child tax benefit, then you may be eligible, but your income would have to be assessed. Okay. Am I eligible? You might be eligible for ODSP if you meet the definition of a disability under the Disability Support Program Act, or if you're a member of this prescribed class that's exempt from the disability adjudication process. If you're in financial need, meaning that you and your family do not have enough money to cover your living expenses. If you're 18 years or older, you can start the application process before your 18th birthday, but you must be 18 years or older to receive the Ontario disability support. You have to live in Ontario. You have to have assets within the allowable limits of the assets. To be eligible for ODSP, you must first qualify financially, and then your disability must be assessed, which is what we're talking about today, qualifying financially and filling out those forms. If you do qualify financially, you'll be given a package of forms to complete with your doctor or healthcare professional to tell us about your disability. This will be the information that they use to decide if you're medically eligible for ODSP. And this is from the ontario.ca website, where you can find all of these, plus the links to the actual financial application. So how do you apply? Where you apply is online through the application portal. So the online portal through the Government of Ontario has a short questionnaire that will determine if you're financially eligible. They'll ask you things about how many people are in your family, if you work, and what your assets are. The online application for your social assistance will help determine your eligibility. And then you may sign in with an email address, or you can apply without one. But I encourage you, if you apply without an email address, then you can't open an account. You can't have a login, which means you can't save anything. So if you have to go back, or if you don't have time to fill out the whole thing, then you'll lose what you've already done. So I encourage you to apply with an email. If you don't have an email, you can still apply through this portal. And it's a great quick way of getting things done. But you can also call ODSP. And I believe I've put the number in here. And just request to speak to somebody, and they can help you through this application process over the phone, which may be of interest to you, depending on how like computer savvy you are, or how comfortable you feel putting information into the computer. Calling somebody at ODSP is always a good option. There's people there to chat with, and oftentimes it's quite quick to speak with somebody. So before you apply, if you're going to do this online, even if you're going to speak with somebody on the phone, there are things that you're going to have to kind of have. You're going to want to have these items with you when you call or when you apply online, so that you don't have to run around your house or try and find things. Everything that's here is what you're going to need. So make sure that all family members included in your application are with you when you apply online, so they can provide their consent and confirmation with their information. Have your family's identification and documents ready, such as their social insurance number, their OHIP cards, their birth certificates, their immigration papers, tax returns, and banking information. This is where you will apply. This is a screenshot of the Ontario Disability Support Program web page. This is ontario.ca. I think I put the link in the previous slide. And if you need to look it up, you can just go on Google and look up ODSP application, and you will come here to this. And the first link that you will push is find out if you're eligible for social assistance and how to apply. You click on that, and it will take you here. Learn how to get financial and employment assistance if you don't have enough money for things like food, housing, have a disability, or are in financial need. So you can apply for the disability support program. Click this link here that's circled and arrowed, apply for the Ontario Disability Support Program. And then it will take you to the page that says, welcome to the online application for social assistance. Here, you can apply for different things. There's the offer to apply for Ontario Works, temporary care assistance, ODSP, Ontario Disability Support Program, or assistance with children with severe disabilities, which is an ACSD. And you might have heard of that. That's why I'm giving you the acronym, because sometimes all you hear is the acronyms, the letters. So it's OW, TCA, ODSP, and ACSD. So you choose what you would like to apply for. In this case, we're applying for ODSP, but we're looking at the application here and wondering if we're eligible. So you can click on, am I eligible? And then there will be a step one. This is not from the website, but the information is. This is not a screenshot though. This is just letting you know what the steps are. And this is from the website. This is what they've asked, that you fill in your personal information. You'll be asked to fill out your family's full legal names, date of birth, status in Canada, and address. Email addresses for all family members 18 and over. Total monthly income and available assets. Housing costs. Other expenses, such as childcare and disability related expenses, your bank account information, if you have one, so you can get your payment quickly. Once you submit your application, once complete, you can submit your application. Then ODSP will review your application. A caseworker from your local ODSP office will review your application and they'll call you within 15 business days to schedule an appointment. The initial application for your financial eligibility takes about half an hour. So you will need to go through the steps of this application. And if you do not sign in, make sure that you have half an hour or 45 minutes to sit down and do it from beginning to end. Once you meet with the ODSP office to sign and verify your application, you will meet with an intake caseworker for your verification appointment. The caseworker may ask you to provide more information, like copies of bills or their documents, so we can verify the information included in your application. You'll also be asked to sign your application package, including your consent form, to allow ODSP to access information about you from the government, from other government programs or organizations, such as the Ministry of Transportation, Employment Insurance, Equifax Canada. This will help to determine if you qualify for assistance. If no additional information is required, the caseworker will let you know you're eligible for ODSP within 15 business days. If ODSP determines you're not financially eligible, you'll have 30 days to request ODSP review your information again. So you can appeal this decision. In 30 days, you can say, I really believe that I am eligible for this. And can you please look through my information again? At which time they'll review it. And if you have any changes, then you should inform them before this 30 days. When you request an appeal, you should inform them that there have been changes to your financials, which you feel as though you should be eligible. So then follow up. If you, like I said, if you do not have any reliable access to a computer, please call ODSP in London at 519-438-5111, and they can work through the process with you. They're, in the past, when I've called, they've been fairly quick to answer. There's always somebody there to answer my questions. If you leave a message, they often get back to you quite quickly. So you will be, they'll respond to you, and then you can ask any questions you have. You can ask them to help you go through the process. I always think it's good to contact them if you are going to apply, just because I believe it's you can get better information from an individual than you can from the internet. If you're having any issues, call them, and they can work through the process with you. So if you are interested in any other workshops, we do have some upcoming workshops. We have discretionary benefits and what is covered. That's on Monday, August 8th at 10 a.m. You can register here on the JOT form. And I've got the link here. You can also go to lifespin.org, and there is the application to register, or the registration for this next workshop. There's also other things that we provide. We do taxes. We have basic advocacy here. I can help if you do become eligible for ODSP, the application. I can help you fill out the application. Or I can direct you to another service that can also help you fill out the application. There's many different resources that we provide. We have a free store. We have a good food box that goes out in connection with On the Move Organics. We have lots of resources, and if you'd like to contact us, there is all of our information. There is our phone number, our fax, our email. And if you want to sign up for workshops or receive any support, I suggest you do that through lifespin.org, which has all the links to all of the different things that we provide, whether it's taxes or whether it's other workshops or whether it's something happening at Lifespin. You can sign up for all of that there on our website. And if you have any questions, you can obviously contact us, send us a message, send us an email, and we will get back to you. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions right after this, you can ask anything that you have questions about. Have a good day.